In this video, today we are going to discuss about Azure Key Vault and how it helps us to manage my work. Okay, why we need a Key Vault? Key Vault is a feature where we can keep password of the VM, so whatever the services in the Azure like SQL something, or we can keep our SSH keys when you are creating Linux VM. Usually, we have we can select option like either we can go with password based authentication or we can go with the SSH keys. So where we can keep the keys, if you don't have a keyword, then we need to keep the keys in the secure location in your computer, something like that. But if you have a Azure keyword, then we can store our keys on the inside the Azure keyword. Okay, let's start. First, I'll explain my environment. Now I am in my Azure portal, and here I have a resource group called APJ. Inside that, I have created one virtual network. So when I'm deploying the VM, I can use that. And I have enabled the Bastion host in that virtual network. The reason is actually I want to show you how you can use the Bastion host. And when I'm using the Bastion host, there's option to select the keyword, passwords, and the SSH keys. Okay, let's start. So I'm going to deploy keyword first. Just click on create and let me select the keyword, is the keyword, and let me deploy it first. This is group APJ. I have to give a name, APJ keyword. Let's see. Yeah. Let me create keyword now. It's validated. We can create. It's deploying now. It may take few minutes. Okay, it's done. We can go to the resource, and here we have options: keys, secrets, and certificate. We can store mainly those three items inside the keyword. So now can we create a, how can we store secret now? Technically it should be okay, but the thing is first we need to assign the permission, otherwise you will get an error. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to create the password, the Linux pass01, and let me assign some random password. And when I'm trying to create it, I will get an error saying the operation is not allowed by whole base. Okay, so what we can do is first we need to assign the permission. So I go to the access control and just click on the role assignment, add, and I'm going to assign a role. Let me type key here, then I can give keyword administrator permission to my user. So select the member. I will select my account. Just this one. Okay, it's done. Now I can create or I can import credentials or keys here. So first of all, we'll test the password. Okay, I'm going to create new password. Linux Azure user password. This is the credential name. I can give, I just gave a random password. So let's create it. Okay, it's done. Now how you can test it? I go to the APJ resource pool I'm going to deploy a VM now. Virtual machine. So VM name. I give some name. Okay, I'm going to select Ubuntu. That's fine. This configuration is fine for me. Now here we have two options: SSH public key or password. Now I'm going to select password. Username, I will go with Azure user. Okay. Now I need to get that credential. So actually I forgot to copy it. So what I can do is I can open another tab from here. I directly go to the keyword. Should be under secret. So I can copy the password. It's done. Confirm the password. I don't need premium SSD. Network, I'll just confirm the network. That's fine. Deploy now. So if I go to the resource and when I'm trying to connect it, okay, I'll select this option, go to Bastion. Username is Azure user, VM password. I will select password from Azure keyword. This is my subscription and this is the keyword name and this is the password. Let's try to connect. Yeah, now we are inside the VM. Okay, next we'll use the other options as well. Now we have tested password, how we can keep it inside the Azure keyword. Okay, so let me go back to the resource pool. So I'm going to deploy one more VM. Okay, as I told you earlier, if I go with the SSH public keys, so then what will happen is it will, by default, it will generate new key pair. Always we can get it from Azure Key Vault, but at the moment we don't have any keys inside the Azure Key Vault. So what we have to do is uh, either we can generate the new key pair. Okay, then let me go to the next option, and I don't need premium this, and let me view and create. Okay, I just click on create. Okay, then you will get a message saying generate new key pair. So an SSH key pair contain both public key and private key. Azure doesn't store the private key. It will, once we download the private key, it will remove the private key from Azure. So we need to keep it in the private keys inside our computer or any secure location. So let me download it. It goes to here, and let me go to that location, and I will copy it to, I have a folder created in my desktop called private key. Okay, I copied that private key APJ Linux VM02 into my desktop. There's a folder called private key. So its VM is creating. Now, if I going to connect that VM, uh, we can check what are the options we have. But okay, it's done. And if I go to the VM, and when I'm trying to connect using Bastion, or even I can use Putty, Azure user. So I have options: password from Azure Key Vault. I'm not using password. SSH private key from local file, that can be done. Okay. The other option, password from, sorry, SSH private key from Azure Key Vault. Okay. Now how we can use that option? So I have to upload that private key into Azure Key Vault. Okay. It's a bit tricky actually. It's a private key, but we can't upload that key, the private key into here. We should upload it as a secret. Now we are going to do that. And the other thing, it will work only from the PowerShell. So what we have to do is just open the shell here. Create. Then what I'm going to do is I can upload this key. So it's done. Let me just run the ls. My key name is, let me confirm because there are a few more keys I already uploaded. So this is the key APJ Linux VM 02. Okay. So now I'm going to import that key, the private key, into Azure Key Vault. So this is the command actually. Az key vault taketh set name apj linux vm02 then vault name, but the vault name apj key vault file apj. I can use a tab. So let me enter the command. Okay, I'm getting an error. What is that? Unrecognized argument. Why is that? Let me confirm. First of all, I will clear the command prompt AZ Key Vault secret set name APJ Linux VM 02 vault name. I'll do one more thing. I'll copy the vault name here. Okay, erase here. Okay, it's done. Let me refresh here. Okay, then let me go to the VM. So when I'm connecting to that VM, go to the Bastion, Azure user SSH private key from Azure Key Vault. This is my subscription. This is the vault, Azure Key Vault secret. This is the one APJ Linux VM02. Yeah. So and let me connect. So now we are inside the VM. When we are deploying multiple VMs, say we are going to deploy 10 VMs, 10 Linux VMs. So are you going to use multiple private keys or a key pair? So we are going to use same key. So in Azure, we have option to generate our private keys, the key pairs for deployment. So there's a feature called SSH keys. It's actually in my homepage, but you can get it from here as well. Just search it for SSH keys. So I'm going to create one more key. This is full APJ production Linux. So it will generate new key pair. So I can download private key. Same way, I can upload it to the Azure Key Vault. Let me quickly do that. First of all, I'll copy two private keys. Production Linux. Yeah. So file. Okay. We'll go back to the Key Vault. Yeah, this is the private key of that key pair. So when I'm deploying the VM now, I just give a name, then I will select SSH public key because I'm going to use the key-based authentication. So this is the username, Azure user, that's fine. Instead of generating new key pair, what I'm going to do is I will get public key. So from where? It's actually from the SSH keys. So here actually we need to copy and paste. So what we have to do is just go back to the SSH keys. Okay, this is the key what I'm going to use. Yeah, we need to just copy the key, public key, and we can paste it here. So we'll go to the resource. When I'm connecting, so I'll go with the Bastion, Azure, the SSH private key from Azure Key Vault. This is the Key Vault name, production Linux. That's the key name. Okay. Now, when you are deploying the Linux VM anytime, so we can create the public key. It's in the SSH keys. Actually, there are two things. The public key will be stored under SSH key, and the private key, the PEM file, will store under the Key Vault. Other than that, there are so many features in the Azure Key Vault. So we can keep the SQL connection history, those stuff when the developers are connected to the database services, so they can use the Key Vault as well. But today, actually, we mainly focus on the secrets and the private keys of the Linux virtual machines. Secret means the password, and we discuss how we can generate the key pairs using SSH key feature in the Azure. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll meet on next video. Thanks a lot.